Are either of them injured? Can you tell from where you are?
Yes, there's a girl laying on the ground. He beat her up.
Monday, the 15th of August, 2016, was a day that would devastate the lives of the Stevens family for decades to come. Austin Kelly Harrouff was born on the 21st of December 1996 in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, to parents Wade Harrouff and Mina Harrouff. Austin was the couple's first child. During his freshman year, Austin joined a fraternity, which resulted in him going out partying 2 to 3 times a week, which caused his grades to start to slip. He also met a girl in April of 2016 who quickly became his girlfriend. At the end of his first year at university, Austin returned back to his mother's house, where he began a 6-week internship at his father's dental practice. At the start of July 2016, he revealed to his friends and family that he wanted to become a popular and famous rap artist. He began to make YouTube videos, which he would upload under the name Austy Frosty. He visited his girlfriend, who was in Tampa, over the weekend of the 4th of August to the 7th of August, and during this time, his obsession with his music dreams caused him to become an insomniac. His vision then suddenly shifted, and he decided that he wanted to focus his efforts on becoming the next great civil rights leader. During the week leading up to the events of the 15th of August 2016, Austin believed he was seeing dark shadows at night while he was in his bed. He claimed to have developed an ability to read people and environments to distinguish good and evil. As a result of this, he wanted to be closer to his family, so he moved his mattress, which was located on the other side of the house to where his family slept, to his old bedroom, which was much closer. Austin also developed this ideology that darker clothing was evil, and if he wore it, it would make him evil. He became very, very afraid of the dark and slept with the lights on. Austin joined his father and his father's girlfriend at a restaurant for dinner. At this restaurant, Austin kept drinking more and more water, as he believes that this water was connected to the fountain of youth. At this dinner, Wade and his girlfriend actually had a small argument, and as a result of this, Austin asked Wade's girlfriend whether she wanted him to give her a lift back to their house. However, his father Wade refused to give Austin the keys to his car. Subsequently, Austin left the restaurant and began to walk back to his mother's house. The following day, on Sunday the 14th of August 2016, Austin went with his father, his father's girlfriend, and his best friend to a gun show where he bought a knife which he claimed he needed for protection. On that fateful Monday, the 15th of August 2016, 19-year-old Austin Harrouff woke up and put on a Michael Vick jersey. Austin then drove over to his best friend's house completely unannounced at about 11 AM. When he got there, he started jumping on his friend's car. The friend and Austin then drove to the beach to hang out, and while they were there at around midday to 1 PM, Austin's sister contacted him, and so they went to his mum's house to pick her up and bring her to the beach too. On the drive back to the beach, the group of 3 decided to stop off at a restaurant to grab some lunch. Austin didn't order food though, he only ordered water, which he kept drinking, and he kept getting up on several occasions to walk around the restaurant and run around the outside of the building. The group then bumped into 5 of Austin's fraternity brothers, who also noted that he was acting very, very strange. When they arrived at their father's house, they decided to go out on a hike through the local woods. Austin's father Wade called his girlfriend to come pick them up, and when his girlfriend came and picked them up, they also drove and picked up Austin, and they found him to be extremely dehydrated and extremely sweaty, so they decided that they would go and grab some dinner. While they were waiting for the food to arrive at the table at this restaurant, Austin excused himself to go to the bathroom. but he never came back. Austin had actually run back to his mother's house where he knocked on the door. Mina's daughter, who was on the other end of the line on the phone with Mina, asked her whether she knew where Austin was. Mina then asked Austin why he left the restaurant. Austin replied by saying he didn't know. Mina didn't take this response as an answer, and so she persisted more and more. And finally, Austin replied by saying that he didn't want to wait for the food to come. Asked Austin whether he wanted to go back to the restaurant to eat his food, and he said, yeah, I do. Okay, let's go. Mina then dropped her son off at the restaurant at around 8:20 p.m. and watched as he walked back inside the building. Unbeknownst to Mina, this would be the last time that she would see her son walking as a free man. Wade, his father, asked him, and I quote, "What the hell are you doing?" Austin didn't reply. He just stood there at the table, grabbed Austin by the collar and asked him again, "What the hell are you doing?" Austin then pulled back his arm as if he was about to punch his father, though he didn't seem as if he was angry or agitated. He just seemed very strange. They rang up Austin's best friend's mother to see if had seen him, but she said that she hadn't. Mina then jumped into her car and started searching for her son. She accidentally stumbled upon a massive crime scene with detectives and paramedics crawling all over the scene. Mina asked them if they had seen her son and described him as wearing white shorts and a blue polo shirt. At 2:30 a.m., Mina heard a knock on the front door. When she opened the front door, there were a handful of police officers stood before her who told her that her son Austin had been involved in a serious crime, had been arrested and taken to hospital.
19-year-old Austin Harrouff is the Florida State University student who's key suspect in the gruesome murders of a local couple. 59-year-old John Stevens and 53-year-old Michelle Mishcon were stabbed to death in the garage of their home on Florida's East Coast. The man was discovered chewing on another man's face.
We also know that when he came back from university, he was smoking marijuana almost every day up until he had the sudden realization that drugs were bad for him. Though, on the Friday before the murders, Austin had spoken to his mother and his mother's boyfriend about how drugs were evil and that they were killing him.
Blood work done by the FBI showed Harrouff with an ethanol level of 0.17 and trace amounts of THC.
2 independent psychological evaluations were conducted on Austin to determine whether he was suffering from any mental illness and to determine whether he was insane, legally insane, at the time of the murders. And as a result of both those evaluations, he was diagnosed with bipolar type 1 disorder. The trial was set to take place in November of 2019, however it was postponed to middle of May 2020 this year. He was experiencing an extremely acute psychosis which led to the brutal murder of 2 innocent people. And with all that being said, I'll see you in the next case.